Last year, Google Pixel 2 devices showed us what smartphone cameras are really capable of. Fast forward to 2018, Google recently unveiled the Pixel 3 smartphones and I was really excited to test them out. Not just because I keep photography in my highest regard, but also for the fact that Pixel devices are designed to offer the best of Android, an operating system we have seen developing over the last few years since the very first Android smartphone came out in the market. Having said that, I am using the Pixel 3 XL as my daily driver since last 2 weeks and I have a lot to say about it. I'm Rohit Arora from Gizbot and this is my review of Pixel 3 XL. So let's get started. Pixel 3 XL is built on Google's well-known two-tone design format. However, there are some noticeable design changes in the overall outlook that makes the new smartphone slightly more premium than the last year's Google Pixel 2 XL. Google has used a complete glass panel at the back which is part polished and part frosted. You will feel that you are carrying a metal phone which is actually made up of glass. The right side of the frame houses the power button and volume rockers, which somehow fails to offer a good clicky feel that I usually expect from flagship handsets. The Type-C port sits at the bottom along with the SIM card slot. Sadly, there's no microSD card slot and the phone supports dual SIM via eSIM and that too only in limited markets for now. These are two big compromises that you have to make if you're planning to buy these new Pixel devices. The front and the rear of Pixel 3 XL is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5 and the two sides are firmly held by an aluminum frame which has been given a glossy finish. Pixel 3 XL offers the required durability that you would expect from any premium flagship smartphone. The smartphone is IP68 water dust resistant up to 1.5 meter for 30 minutes. So you have the flexibility to use the smartphone with wet hands and can even take a dive in the pool to capture some stunning shots. At 6.2 inches tall and 3.02 inches wide, Pixel 3 XL is a big device but feels surprisingly light and easy to use during everyday tasks such as calling, texting or simply navigating throughout the UI. Overall, Google has worked in the right direction to improve the already established flagship design language. Google faced a tough time last year with the controversial OLED displays. Some software updates were rolled out, but the overall screen performance of Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL was still not up to the flagship standards. Fast forward to 2018, the new Pixel handsets beautifully address the problem by offering the all-new Quad HD Plus OLED panels. The Pixel 3 XL flaunts a 6.3 inches screen which is vibrant and feels super responsive. It is also protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5 coating. The default color tone is now set to a new adaptive mode which punches out vibrant color tones. If you prefer slightly natural colors, you can choose the natural mode. The third mode boosted sits somewhere between the first two modes. Additionally, Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL are also certified by UHDA as premium HDR devices to offer better color accuracy and improved brightness levels. Resultant, the sunlight visibility of the new OLED panels on Pixel 3 XL is good but still not the best in the market. The OLED display also makes for an excellent screen for streaming high-resolution videos and to play graphically intensive games. The viewing angles on the Quad HD Plus screen are also excellent, making Pixel 3 XL a great device for multimedia consumption. If there's anything that seems out of sync here, it is a big ugly notch at the face of the Google Pixel 3 XL. Unlike other notch displays in the market, the notch on Pixel 3 XL is huge and still doesn't house any 3D facial scanning module. Instead, it has been placed to hold a big earpiece that also doubles up as a speaker and a newly developed dual lens front-facing wide-angle camera setup. This makes Pixel 3 XL the first Pixel phone to boast a dual lens camera module, but at the front and not at the rear panel. If you are a no-notch person, you can hide the notch by selecting Hide in Display Cutout tab in Developers option. For this, you first need to enable the developer options within the settings menu. In addition to default cutout, there are 4 other cutout options that you can choose as per your requirement. While other smartphone manufacturers are competing to put 2, 3 and even 4 camera lenses at the rear panel, Google is still going strong with just one primary lens. And trust me on this when I say that this is the best camera smartphone you can buy today in the market. Period. Like the Pixel 2 devices, the third generation Pixel smartphones still flaunt a 12.2 megapixel single lens camera setup at the rear panel, but there are some noticeable improvements in the overall picture quality. The 12.2 megapixel rear camera works on f1.8 aperture value and supports both optical and electronic image stabilization. The functionality of the camera app has also been improved multifold. The new camera app is smooth and easy to use. Google has also added raw image support but sadly there are some pain points. There's no manual mode, no hyperlapse and no extra filters. But on the other hand, Google has added 3 new really cool features. These are Top Shot, Super Resolution Zoom and Night Sight. The Top Shot mode comes handy in selecting the best frame while capturing a moving subject. Make sure you have enabled moving photo and have disabled HDR Plus enhanced to use the Top Shot. The Super Resolution Zoom lets you capture distant objects with much less pixelation. The zoom capability on Pixel 3 XL is really impressive. And as usual, the HDR mode is still ruling the charts here and captures up to 8 frames and merges them together for impressive photos in any given light situation. Next in the list is Google Night Sight mode. While the company hasn't officially rolled out the feature, I couldn't stop myself to install a third-party camera APK to test out the Night Sight mode. And it seems Google is going to change the low-light camera game once again very soon with the official rollout of the feature. As you can see on your screen, we are taking this shot in extreme low-light environment. We will take one shot with the standard mode and then the same shot with Night Sight mode enabled via third-party APK. Check the difference yourself and be amazed. The Night Sight mode brings out so much information in the image that a standard mode just couldn't capture. The portrait mode is certainly the best on Pixel 3 XL even though there's no secondary camera to create depth of field. Google has made some significant changes in the backend algorithms that improve the edge detection to ensure realistic bokeh effect. Pixel 3 XL can even create a pleasing bokeh effect while taking indoor shots. The edge detection takes a hit in low light, but it is still better than every other dual lens camera smartphone out there. Talking about the picture quality, the detailing is brilliant. The camera captures impressive dynamic range and has very fast and accurate autofocus. The final output is slightly on the warmer side, something we have also noticed in the last year's Google's Pixel devices. But still, Pixel 3 XL captures natural color tones and is by far the best camera smartphone out there in the market. Coming on to the video quality, the camera records crisp 4K videos with stereo sound. However, the camera is unable to record 4K at 60 FPS, which is a big letdown. The 1080p and slow motion videos also look amazing on this handset. Let's talk about the selfie camera. The big notch at the front houses two 8-megapixel cameras, a wide-angle lens that works on f2.2 aperture and the standard lens that works on f1.8 aperture value. The 8-megapixel wide-angle lens offers a good 97-degree field of view to let you capture group selfies. The image quality is once again a notch above from the competition. The new Pixel devices run on Android 9 in its purest form, which is very intelligent and fun to use. If there is any other Android skin that can come closer to offer this kind of user experience, it is Oxygen OS from OnePlus. The user interface on Pixel 3 XL is free of unwanted bloatware and is designed to offer a seamless user experience. Right from the new Pixel launcher to the neatly designed settings menu, everything feels at its place, except the notch and the effects it has on the video playback and the gameplay sessions. The gestures are intuitive and Google's haptic feedback is quite brilliant. Google has also added Digital Wellbeing, a phone manager app that gives an overview of your phone's usage. You can check important stats such as individual apps usage time, number of times you have unlocked the phone in a day, notification count and a lot more. You can even set app timers on individual applications. When the app timer ends, the phone stops the app's notification for the day to preserve battery and data. The upgraded Google keyboard now recommends GIFs, stickers and more to make your conversations fun and engaging. There are new wallpapers and even a dark mode tucked inside the settings menu. The phone software is continuously working to understand your usage pattern thanks to the dynamic AI integration. It suggests and offers the most used features in almost everything you do on your smartphone. You can also enable the always-on display to have a quick glance at your notifications. It consumes battery, but if you constantly wake up your phone's display to check time and notifications, the always-on display mode is a better alternative to preserve battery as it only consumes a fraction of total battery's time. Google's new Android Auto is a nifty application that, when enabled, brings the most useful applications like navigation, music, calling and messages to a big screen for better accessibility while you are driving. Last but not the least, you get a handful of smart features such as Active Edge that triggers the Google Assistant, customizable fingerprint scanner that pulls down the notification when you swipe downwards, double press power button to switch on camera instantly, double tap check to activate screen and lift to check phone mode. There are only a handful of smartphones in the market that manage to offer the best of both the worlds to deliver a seamless hardware and software performance. Pixel 3 XL is surely one of them, but not the best of them. The new Pixel smartphones are backed by Qualcomm's flagship Snapdragon 845 CPU paired with Adreno 630 GPU. There's 4GB of RAM that feels quite restricted when you compare it with the likes of OnePlus and Samsung devices. However, the performance is smooth and multitasking is mostly lag-free. Some of my fellow tech enthusiasts have experienced issues with Pixel 3 XL's memory management. However, this particular unit hasn't given me any reasons to complain so far. I also played some of the most resource-intensive games and the experience was glitch-free. The 3D graphics rendered beautifully on the OLED panel and there's virtually no lag whatsoever even when games are set to play at the extreme settings. Pixel 3 XL does get warm from the upper mid section with continuous gaming session. Thankfully, it doesn't affect the overall performance of the device. PUBG ran smoothly even when graphic settings were calibrated to run in HDR. Overall, Pixel 3 XL is one of the fastest phones I have got to test in the year 2018. It is also worth mentioning that the new Pixel smartphones are protected by Titan security chip, which as per Google makes the new phones most secure phones ever built by Google. I'm certain that we all find it quite annoying to keep our banks and chargers handy all the time. But it has become a necessity because smartphones' batteries just couldn't last long with heavy usage. Pixel 3 XL is backed by a 3450 mAh battery unit which can only last a day with moderate to heavy usage. I charged the device to 100% in the morning and had to plug it again during the night as the battery power reduced to 10% after a day's long usage that include calling, lots of camera clicks, music and video playback, Instagram, Twitter and other regular tasks. For the next year, I really want Google to offer a bigger battery unit, at least a 4000 mAh battery cell in the Pixel 4 smartphones. After using Pixel 3 XL to its limits, I am convinced that this is almost the best an Android smartphone can get. The camera performance on Pixel 3 XL is unparalleled, making it the best smartphone for casual and even professional photographers. You also get a much improved OLED screen and better audio performance as compared to last year's Pixel phones. The design is more or less similar, but the new Pixel phones feel more premium now and are better at securing your on-device data. But as no phone is perfect, there are some pain points even with Pixel devices. There's no microSD card expansion slot and you only get to use one SIM card for the time being. Google is also charging a hefty amount for the new Pixel smartphones, making them the most expensive Android handsets in the market. If you can adjust with these three things, Google Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL are worth your time and money. So this was our review of Google Pixel 3 XL. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel for the latest videos in the world of technology. This is Rohit Arora signing off. Have a good day.